How's everybody? Oh, for fuck's sake, how's everybody doing over there? Not that you don't have better choices. So here I am, just watching you all. I am. We're in anticipation. It is 12:51. What you're seeing there are the Japanese comics. Now, these are the ones from 2019, 2020, just before the pandemic. I'm having my coffee. It is good coffee. This is let me see which coffee this is. I'll show you. It's called Death something. Death Row. What's it called? Death Wish. That's it. It's Death Wish coffee. That's the best stuff, right? Okay, let's go back. Now, you know why we're here. We got to do our taxes for 2023. But before we do our taxes and fill out paperwork and stuff, we can either figure out taxes for 2022. We can either count the lint strands that are on the wall, or we can watch this thing here. It's going to be at 105. Is that what it is? And I'm not sure how I'm going to really do this because I think this is the best way I can show you. But then again, by doing that, you're not seeing that. So it's going to be a weird experiment. I'm trying to do a little bit of everything. I laughed my ass off when when I laughed my ass off, I was just like, Chris Pratt, I'll simp for Anya Taylor-Joy, I'll simp for. But honestly, like after seeing the Playmobil clip, because she played a princess of sorts in Playmobil. But after the Playmobil clip, I'm not sure about Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach. Michael Keegan, Charlie Day, Jack Black, Seth Rogen, Fred Armisen. Now, of course, Kit and Krista being employees of Nintendo, they'll have their opinions. Game Explain, Vinesauce, Fire Skeletor, Joel, those guys, they're there. You can watch them at any time you want to. I'm just the 10th person that you should give a damn about. Of course, nobody's on here, and I don't expect anybody to be on here. Not that anybody gives a shit. See if I go to your channel. Maybe not. Yeah, we're going to see what happens. This is the most important movie. Now, you remember when Sonic, okay? You remember when Sonic didn't do that well with the first trailer. And then after the first trailer, they cleaned it up a lot. So after the first trailer, and then the second trailer was better. First movie came out, I gave it about a 7 out of 10. I thought it was good. It could have been better. And this was the better. This sequel was the best adaptation of Sonic the Hedgehog or any video game mascot. And it's not Bubsy, okay? This is not Bubsy. This is not Q*bert. This is not the kangaroo character, Cal the kangaroo. This is not Frogger. This is not Rayman or Crash Bandicoot or Spyro or any low-tier mascot, not even Conker, right? This is Mario. So this has to work. This has to fucking work. I've heard rumors that it was going to be a musical. Now, in all honesty, people are not going to like what I have to say because I was a Universal employee. Much like Masters of the Universe cartoons. The Masters of the Universe cartoons were advertising the toys. This is an advertisement for Super Nintendo World. This not only is this another video game movie, but unlike the Super Mario Brothers live action movie, this is going to be about advertising the exhibit or the mini theme park within Universal Studios Hollywood. Because Tokyo, Japan, that's done. They're getting their money right now. All the money they're making in yen, they're making that right now. They're making the money they need to do right now for Japan, for Tokyo. This is for Hollywood. Having worked there for almost a year, I think 9 months that I said I worked there. Um, it's beautiful. It's not as great or as memorable as Japan, but it's beautiful. The Koopa Troopas, the question blocks, the restrooms, the tunnel you go into, the warp pipe, all that stuff. It's a nice exhibit. We are 12:57, so we got 8 more minutes. Um, it is a nice place. You're going to see Princess Peach's courtyard. Let me have some coffee for a moment. You're going to see Princess Peach's courtyard. You're going to see Bowser. You're going to see Luigi and Mario. You're going to see some stores, see some bathrooms, see some the food themes. You're going to see the ride, Mario Kart ride, and I'm not sure what else. I don't think there's two rides. One is the Yoshi Egg theme one, and one is the Mario Kart one. But the Yoshi Egg one is exclusive to Japan and may come to Orlando because Orlando's a much obviously, yeah. The I was going to say that Orlando is the more important theme park when we think of Universal Studios. There's Universal Studios in Singapore and other places, but like you look at Singapore, between Singapore and Hollywood and Japan, it's always about Orlando. That's the heart of all the theme parks. So that's it. So, but you have to know that they're going to draw this differently. They're going to draw Mario differently so that you know it's the Universal Studios Mario and that they can show it, they can advertise their version of Mario. It's like the Super Mario Brothers Super Show that you recognize that one because you know what he looks like. Kind of like here how this Mario is different because this is anime Mario. This is an anime. These are the little comics. So um, I don't know if I can show you. I can show you one. I'll show you one of them. I mean, it's basically they're all in Japanese. So what you do is you put it together, little comic books. Uh, these are the different comics. Do, and here's another one. So it's all in Japanese. And I thought it was really interesting. Some of these things you could find at the store. This is at a Japanese market. I think it's Marukai Market. You can see my setup here, my fancy setup. Well, I don't have a game room or a collector's room. Like most YouTubers will have that. They'll have that game room. They'll have that collector's room. And please be respectful in chat or in comments. There's that one guy who thinks he's clever. He doesn't think I'm talking about him, but you have to know I am. And no, to answer your question that you have in your head, you're not the first troll I've ever had. I've had trolls before you. So you talk about trolls in the comments. I saw that comment, but no, dude. Nobody owns my channel. But that's what they think. They'll hijack the channel and think you own it. Now, to be fair, I used to be a little bit like that when I was younger. But as we get older, we have to think what's more important. It's like Joe Rogan said, when you approach people like you've never met them before. Don't throw jokes at them. Don't throw sayings or memes. Just be cool. Be cool with people. Okay? You've never met them before. They never met you. They don't know who you are. If they're public figures, just be polite. Be respectful. And then the jokes will come later if they know you, if you know them. Maybe there's a specific joke about Pac-Man that only you know and they know. Then you could throw it at them. That's different. That's not the same thing. So I think this works. So you can see my face, right? I think you can see my face. I'm like, okay. And then you can kind of see the direct. So the lighting will change a little bit. But this is the best I can do without having to have because before I had this complex setup where I had two screens and it kind of worked, but it's very fragile to do it that way. And it's not something, this has to be kind of a hit and run. I kind of have to do it quickly. I can't imagine this movie being more than an hour and a half long, like a 90-minute movie. We're obviously not going to watch the movie. The movie's not done. Chris Pratt reassured us that everything's going to be fine. Chris Pratt, I mean, he's a handsome man. He really is. Stunning blue eyes and all that. But honestly, can he really pull this off? And he said, I think he said somewhere that he doesn't want to make fun of Italians and be stereotypical, be racist. But to talk like this, that's you have to do that. You have to do that for the character. There's no way you cannot do that. You know, I mean, let me just look at me for, I understand, Chris Pratt. You don't want to be a racist. I mean, even if you're right wing, you don't want to be a racist. But Mario, pardon my mouth, Mario talks a certain way. You know what I mean? He talks a certain way. He acts a certain way. They look like this. They talk like this. And Luigi talks like this. So it's just how it is. It's not my rule. It's Japan's rule. And ultimately the fans' rule. Okay? And I don't think the fans hate Italians. This is Mario. This is what Mario is. So we're almost there. As soon as it starts, we'll go full screen. And if there's any moment, it may not even be necessary. Well, it depends. Thank you for the like. Be respectful. I am watching your chats. Everybody's here. I mean, as working as a Universal employee, so to be honest, like if anybody wants to know, no, I had no secrets. I was just the guy that picked up trash. There was no secrets divulged to me about the Mario movie. The one thing I can tell you is that employees that work at Universal Studios Hollywood had to pay full price. Now, obviously, there's employee discounts for things you buy, right? You get 50% off or 40% off or 30% off of things, right? For the Super Mario stuff, or the Super Nintendo world, we got no discounts. That might change as the stores are built and everything's finalized. But we got dick. We got dick for the things we did. So we're almost there. About another minute. Count those minutes. I want to start a little bit early, as everybody else as all your big favorite YouTubers had started early. I know, because I know how the YouTubes work. I said it would be here. Just be cool, like in chat, and be cool in comments. You don't have to agree with me. Somebody disagreed with me about the new Castle Grayskull, the 360 one for the cartoon, being trash. I don't agree. I mean, you don't have to like it. You don't have to buy it. But I don't think it's trash. I mean, the original one was a fucking suitcase for your figures. That's what it was. I mean, if as an old person and a He-Man fan from the 80s, if I said this is the only Castle Grayskull and the other ones are trash, them's fighting words. You could see the He-Man community get up in arms. Okay, that's just picking a fight. But it's a beautiful little set. It's more for kids. But guess fucking what? The original He-Man Masters of the Universe stuff was for kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it was. 105. Should I refresh? Here we go.
Mario Brothers animated movie for the very first time. This Nintendo Direct is also being broadcast simultaneously at New York Comic Con. Hello, New York Comic Con. It's been nearly 40 years since the original Mario Brothers game was released in Japan. Today, lots of people around the world are playing Mario games. Thank you all so much. Finally, the world of Super Mario Brothers.
We're wondering what's going to fucking happen here, all right?
We've been working on this movie together with Chris Meledandri from Illumination for a long time.
I can't imagine Chris Meledandri's a gamer.
The time flew by as we were having fun figuring out how to depict the Super Mario characters and world.
I mean, he had the promos. He had all the material needed.
I'd like to hear from Chris-san, my good friend and great partner for the movie. Let's bring him in.
It is Chris.
Chris-san.
I saw his picture.
Thank you, Miyamoto-san.
I know.
I am speaking on behalf of our directors,
oh, that's his voice.
Aaron Horvath, and the entire Illumination crew of artists when I tell you that producing the Super Mario Brothers movie with you and your team at Nintendo has been an absolute privilege. Is filled
If I was still
with
working at Universal, I wouldn't be doing
they're
that.
bringing the very best of their talent to this film.
There's the mushroom.
Next week we complete animation. We're knee deep into lighting and compositing.
I'm looking for clues. I'm looking for clues, everyone. Just like your favorite YouTuber.
He's been working hand in hand with Koji Kondo to integrate classic themes from the game into the film score.
Shaving.
Miyamoto-san,
Sorry.
it's been over 7 years since we first started talking about making this movie together. And it is thrilling to finally be here.
2 years before the Switch, right? The Wii U era.
Mario fans at Nintendo Direct and at New York Comic Con.
The Xbox One, PS4 era.
Miyamoto-san, shall we go ahead and introduce some of our cast?
You did that already!
Now,
You did that!
the stars from this movie. Both of them love Nintendo games and made this into a really fun movie. Are you ready?
Growing up, man, I spent hours of my life stomping
I want to hear the voice.
Koopas
I want to hear the voice.
in the original Mario Brothers arcade game.
This is me.
My local bar.
Just
And of course, it came out of Nintendo, and I played that. I mean, maybe years of my life. It's an honor, truly, to be able to speak to the man who created those memories. And it's an honor to work alongside.
we're waiting. We're looking.
It's a lifelong dream of mine to become Mario. That dream, like all dreams, faces one critical challenge, as in the film. I must face off against an utterly ruthless scene stealer. Every great hero needs a diabolical enemy. And
Jack Black.
I promise you,
Hey, Jablinsky.
with the more perfect king of the Koopas, Bowser, and my friend, the great and hilarious, supremely talented Mr. Jack Black.
Thank you, Chris, but I can't let you have.
Can we hear the voices now?
Now it's time for us to make this moment all about me. While you've been dreaming about playing Mario, I've been preparing. Look at all this Koopa muscle I packed on. And this flowing mane doesn't just appear overnight. Do you have any idea how long it took me to learn how to breathe fire? I had to go learn it from Gene Simmons of Kiss. All this hard work.
By the way,
worth it,
his
though. I'm
Dreamcast
so proud
games are good.
I've been able to
The heavy
collaborate
metal
with you
game.
and Miyamoto-san, as well as the entire Nintendo and Illumination.
I think he's in Psychonauts too.
Experience, one that will make its mark on Mario fandom forever. Much love. Peace out.
Thank you, Chris-san, Jack-san.
All right, here we go. We get
All
somewhere.
right, then.
Let's get somewhere.
Thank you all for waiting. Let's press the start button. What is this? Kind of bad pixel. It could be my tablet here. Very good. Oh, look at that. Is this going to be PG-13? It's like Castle Grayskull there.
Behold, the King of the Koopas!
Oh.
Open the gates!
Ah. Good. What's that? Oh, penguin. Yeah, that won't work. That'll work. Get out of there before he launches fire at you.
That is but a taste of our fury. Do you yield?
I do not. I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
Wait. What?
What is this place?
There's all the actors. Heard very little of Luigi's voice. So.
I want to thank all of you for being part of this moment with us, and we're excited to share even more footage in the coming months.
I'm looking forward to it too. During Mario's adventure in the Mushroom Kingdom. Production of the movie.
Yeah, the Bowser movie.
Currently, like with any Nintendo game, we're working on the finishing touches. I hope you're looking forward to the next trailer.
No.
It'll be a great experience watching the Super Mario Brothers movie in movie theaters. You'll get to see the Mushroom Kingdom on the big screen.
Let me just take my coffee,
And
please.
you'll spot things in all sorts of places. This film can be enjoyed by people of all ages, so I hope you'll get to a movie theater and cheer for Mario. That's all for today.
Hey, it's me, Mario.
We'll see you next spring
No.
in movie theaters.
No, you're lying. Where's our Pikmin 4? What the fuck? Hey, yo, what the fuck? There's no cheese? Oh, we got cheese. We got it. We got the cheese. Jesus. What the fuck was that? So, let me go over. So we looked at Bowser. I have a very good memory. So we saw Bowser, we saw the castle, the floating castle. Everything just before Mario showed up and Toad was okay. Everything before that. Now, if I really had to compare Mario's voice, I would say it's comparable to the original Mario voice actor who did the voice of Pac-Man as well in the Donkey Kong cartoon. There's a Saturday Morning Supercade. You can look it up. I think there's episodes on YouTube, I think. And that was the first time I knew who Mario. I confused Mario with the Cookie Cop. I get you, Cookie Crook, like that. I always got those characters confused. But that was my exposure to Mario, and he was Jumpman back then. Mario debuted when I was 3 years old, so that was something. It's Chris Pratt doing. I mean, it's what we thought it was going to be, what we feared and thought it was going to be, as far as Chris Pratt doing the voice was what it was. It was the Lego Movie character now in the body of Mario. We didn't hear Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach. I don't know how much of a screen time she's got. We didn't hear Seth Rogen. We didn't hear Fred Armisen. I'm not sure who was it Juan Sebastian? Is that his name? Juan Sebastian? If I get that wrong, correct me. Juan Sebastian is the Spike. And Kevin Michael Richardson was good because the Magic Koopa, because Kevin Michael Richardson's a professional voice actor. He's done the Shredder, he's in Family Guy, he's in everything, right? So that's why I didn't have a problem with him. So Kevin's cool, and Jack Black made that work. Jack Black made that whole thing work. We can look at. I'm going to turn this light off. Holy shit. That was 3 minutes and 50 seconds. 3:50. Okay. That's how long that was. Not a very long presentation, was it? But a lot of talking before and after. So how do I feel after watching the trailer? Because we knew we were getting a trailer. No analysis, no Easter, no nothing, right? I mean, it would have been fun if Nintendo had sort of been its own fan and say, hey, let's look at the Easter eggs in this trailer. What is this? What is this? Right? So I'm not going to really do it because I don't really feel like it. We saw the same kind of mushrooms we saw for Super Nintendo World. We saw Bowser's Castle, very similar to what we're seeing in the Super Mario Kart ride for Universal Studios. Because remember, this movie has to advertise Universal Studios Hollywood. Mario is Mario, but Mario is Chris Pratt Mario. Hello, okay, I'm in this strange world. Can you tell me where I am? Oh, hello, you're a toad? Okay, you're a toad. Oh, we have to go somewhere. That's not there. That character is not happening at all. At all. Chris Pratt's not doing that kind of voice. He's Chris Pratt. He's talking into the microphone, and he sounds, just sounds sincere, Chris Pratt. Sincere, genuine, sweet. Oh, okay, hi. Oh, I'm in this place. That's what he's doing. Like I'm doing right now. That's what he's doing. He could do it. I mean, as far as the heroic, muscular guy, he can do it better than me. But as Mario, and Luigi is like, oh, Mario, we got to do something, Mario. Like that's Charlie Day. I granted they're not going to do it really stupid, and Jack Black can go a little over the top because he's Bowser. So Jack Black as Bowser, I'm going to give him a 9. I'm actually going to praise Jack Black as Bowser. Chris Pratt as Mario, I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a 5 or a 6. Maybe 5. Okay, I'm going to give him a 5. I'll give Charlie Day a 5 as well because I think he's going to just use his own voice. Anya Taylor-Joy, if she sounds anything like the character she did in the Playmobil movie, she might get a 5 or a 4. Toad was annoying, even more annoying than the Toad voice that we're used to hearing, if that's possible. I mean, you listen to Toad singing this, okay? American Idol Toad, okay? And you'll find all kinds of stuff on the YouTubes. Man, did that feel like a waste of your time? I don't know. I felt like a slight waste of time, but no, it wasn't a waste of time. We needed to see a trailer. We needed to see what this looked like. And the way Mario looked just like the Mario that I showed you, the floating head, where it's like, "Good morning, everybody." That was almost exactly the same as the Mario that you see in the trailer. Like it's like the animator who made that floating Mario head from 64 knew how that Mario was going to look, and I knew it too. I knew Mario was going to look different. So the way it is that based on the original cartoon, we are the plumbers, the brothers, right? Mario and Luigi try to fix a clog in a bathtub, and they fall down through all these pipes, and they land in the Mushroom Kingdom. And I think that's what's happening there too. They're from Brooklyn. You had Spike in Brooklyn, and Donkey Kong and Cranky Kong, and somehow they're all in there. So I could see this being a 90-minute movie, maybe 2 hours tops, but you got to really put a lot into it. But the real question is, can this outdo this? I feel like Sonic 2 is the gold standard. And actually, let me get up for a moment. Let this old person get up and show you my 2 favorite movies. Because not only with Sonic 2, because I don't have Sonic 1. I actually there's a YouTube video in which Sonic 1 has the Sonic Adventure voices, and I think that's way better. Can't talk. Let me put this over my coffee. Okay. Let me see if I can. That's it. Okay. I love these 2 movies for video game adaptations. And actually, this is more about the original generation of gamers. It's a comedy. It's a sitcom. You got Adam Sandler and Kevin James. Of course, it's going to be silly, but it's fun to watch this one, and it was fun to watch this one. We need Mario to do better than those 2. Can that actually happen? The credits for both Sonic movies takes after this movie. Did you know that? We shall find out, right? So I will give the overall presentation between the 5, giving a 5 for the Mario and Toad voices, and maybe Luigi. Actually, Toad, I'm going to give Michael Keegan a 4 out of 10. So let's see, 4, 5, and 9, 18. I'm going to give the overall presentation a 6. Nah, a 7. Because you have to consider the animation and look and everything. So the animation, the look of it is a 10. But I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 for the overall presentation. If those voice actors don't really jive, this may not top these. I give this a 9, and I give this a 9. I give these 2 a 9, 9s out of 10s. Where does this Mario movie fall in? Where do we go from here? We'll find out another day.